Look who's back.
Hello guys, and welcome
Time to pick some of these folks.
to Age of Heroes. I've done a lot of updates to this scenario, and I wanted to share with you exactly how far I've come and what I've been able to achieve with some help in the last few days. Now, you may remember my showcase of this a few days ago. Well, a lot has changed, and I will go through it with you in this video, and hopefully you will be able to get as excited as me about this, because I'm about jumping off my seat with excitement about what has been able to be achieved so far. So this update has been mostly about the powers that the heroes can have. Now, I mentioned before that there are hero classes.
30 seconds to go.
And there are 4 hero classes. There are the carries, the supports, the tanks, and the nukers, and we'll be looking at each 4 classes and the different powers that they get in this video. Some of them are really cool. So let's wait for this to get started.
Good.
There are quite a few sound effects and stuff going on in the background, so you'll have to deal with me talking over that. Alright, so first thing that's changed that you'll probably notice is that the HP bar is above the unit even when it's not selected. Now, this is an XE mod that was done, and it basically means you can see every single unit's HP bar regardless whether you have them selected or not. The reason why that is so good is because that helps you to last hit. It means you can see how much HP the enemy creep have, and it also means that you can see how much HP the enemy heroes and your teammates have, which is really important, knowing how close they are to death, and if you need to help your teammates in any way. So that's a really, really crucial thing. The second real big awesome change is that you can the hotkeys are automatically set for you. When you start the scenario, your control groups 1 to 7 are automatically set up without you having to select anything. Pressing number 1 will select your unique hero by default. Pressing number 2 will select haste, and pressing number 3 will select the healing potion, as you can see down here. Now, 4 to 7 are the unique hero powers, and these powers are unique depending on the class of the hero that you've chosen. Now, the samurai is a carry, and he has access to the power shot, the immobilize upgrade, the cleave power, and the regeneration power, and we'll see those in action in just a moment's time. So first of all, we're going to buy a haste rune here so we can get to the front line a little bit faster, and we'll buy ourselves a leather shield and a quelling blade to increase our stats slightly. We'll activate haste straight away, and we will speed up our hero movement until we get to the center here. Now, when we get there, I'll demonstrate some of the powers, and as I say, bear in mind each 4 classes of hero have different powers. So first of all, power shot. That will increase our attack damage. I probably should have showed you the manga die because that gets a cool effect as well. The immobilize one we cannot demonstrate because you need opponents, but immobilize will temporarily disable your enemies from attacking, enemy heroes that is. Cleave, well, that's basically area of effect damage, like the cataphract, and regeneration, which will regenerate your health very quickly. So let's just get in here and see if we can do some last hits. I've changed that slightly. The last hitting system is a little bit more reliable now, and whenever you get the last hit on a creep, as we've seen before, you get experience and you get gold. Get a little bit more gold than you used to. So let's just do this, see if we can actually last hit some of these creep. I'm going to be terrible at this now, aren't I? No, they're all chasing me down. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can last hit some of these guys. Obviously, as you can see, the health bar here is really useful. And there we go, we get a little coin effect sound when we kill the creep. Worth noting that these sound effects are all from Dota 2. As I said before, this scenario is based around that game. So, it makes sense that the sound effects are also from there for now. Eventually, I do intend to create original sound effects and all that stuff, and that would be great if I managed to do that. There we go, right, we're up to level 3, and we're starting to push this tower, which is nice, well, slowly but surely. I don't know if I showed you before as well, but heroes will regenerate over time. I may have forgot to mention that previously. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll activate Cleave, and you can see how the area of effect damage works. Now we're attacking this creep, but we're actually attacking both at once, because the radius area of effect damage is activated. Now Cleave is really good if you put Power Shot on before you activate it. Now Cleave is actually available for quite a while, so you may as well, if you're playing a carry class, use Cleave quite a lot. Now what we'll do is we'll activate Power Shot real quickly, and we'll be able to do a bit of extra damage as well in the meantime, which is all good. Now we're being attacked by the tower, so I'm going to go back. Power Shot does not last long at all. It gives you a huge attack increase though. We've got obviously Immobilize here and Regeneration, so I'll take a little bit of damage here and I'll show you Regeneration, or show Regeneration in action. So being hit by the tower, it's pretty painful. I'm going to activate Cleave real quick here, and we can attack the tower and the creep at the same time. Or we would if we could target the tower. That's a small bug. Okay, so we're pretty low, and we're going to use Regeneration now, which should increase our regeneration rate. As you can see, rapidly regenerating for 50 seconds. Once that time has run out, our HP regeneration will return to normal. Immobilize is the final power that the carries have. Unfortunately, I can't show you what that does because there are no enemy heroes to immobilize, but if we activate it, we can at least listen to the cool sound effect that's ripped from Dota 2. There you go. And that will basically stop your opponents from attacking for a few seconds. If you're trying to get away, or if you're in a big team fight, that could be really useful. Alright, so we're going to go switch to the support class next and see what powers and abilities they have. Okay, so we're back with the Chukonu. The Chukonu is one of the support classes in the game, and the Chukonu and the support class is basically a weaker hero. They don't have so much attack, they don't have so much health, but they get a little bit more range, which means they can kind of stay behind their teammates, but they also get powers that really help their teammates out. Now, if you want to buy a health potion, that costs 20 gold, but if you're playing as a support hero, you can do a team heal, which is obviously free on a cooldown timer, but you can heal yourself and your teammates by 50 health, which is the same as a health potion, only it will apply to your teammates and not just yourself. So that's a really useful team ability. We've also got Silence, and Silence prevents your enemies from using powers. So if a support hero uses Silence, it means that the enemy heroes can actually not activate their hero powers at all for a few moments, and that's again really useful if you're going into a team fight. And if you use a Silence, that means that your teammates can activate their abilities and the opponents can't, which is of course going to give you a very big advantage. We've also got Quick Shot, which is really cool. It allows you to fire arrows very quickly. Now the Chukonu fires very quickly anyway, but you'll see what it's like with Quick Shot on. And Escape, which is basically like a free haste, which we just activated a second ago. Obviously these are enable you to get out of sticky situations, as you're generally a lot more squishy as a support class. So let's attack this guy and activate Quick Shot, and you can see we are going to start attacking very quickly, non-stop, just bam 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 bam. Very quick attack. And then it expires and we go back to normal. Maybe that was a little bit difficult to see because the Chukonu has a pretty fast attack animation anyway. But you do attack very quickly with Quick Shot on, and it's useful. You know, if you're in a team fight or you want to just take down an important unit, go for Quick Shot and it works. Escape, I'll demonstrate. It's basically just haste, only you get it for a little bit longer, which is nice. So you get a free haste out of that basically, only it does have a cooldown timer. However, you can use haste straight after this, but you cannot use them both together, so you cannot double stack that speed increase. Team heal, well that's pretty self-explanatory. As I said, it just heals up you and your teammates. Now we can demonstrate it healing us. It will literally just be the same as normal. Let's just stand still here and let the tower do some damage to us. These towers really pack a punch, by the way. There we go. We'll do a team heal, and we can see, bam, just a little bit of health increased, but it's enough for now, as we're at an early level. And finally, where was it? Silence. I cannot demonstrate this as there's no enemy heroes to play against, but if we do Silence, then you can hear the sound effect anyway. which again is ripped straight from Dota 2. How original. Alright, that's pretty much the support. The support is a really important class to play as if you're, playing in a team game with 2 other players on your team. They really do help in team fights and to support the carries and the nukers and the tanks if you have any. So that's the support. I'll come out and switch to the tank next so we can see what they can do. Alright then, so the tank is a war wagon, which is pretty cool. We've also got the other tanks, by the way, are war elephants, war wagons, berserks, and Teutonic Knights. They have got custom names. They will have custom names eventually as well. The powers for the tanks are sticky resin, which slows down the opponents, which we cannot demonstrate unfortunately, but it slows down their movement speed, so if they're running away you can stop them. Defense, which increases your defense rapidly. Pretty unoriginal name there. Need a new idea for that. Tower Buster, which is great because tanks generally will be pushing the towers down. Tower Buster gives you a special attack bonus against buildings, which is very useful.
Be good.
Wait for that horn to get out the way. Yeah, so Tower Buster doesn't directly increase your attack, but it gives you increased attack against buildings, which means you can take them down a bit quicker. And Nature's Wrath, which is personally one of my favourite abilities so far. Now, Nature's Wrath, I will demonstrate in a moment. It might be a little bit difficult to see, so I might make the map all visible. But it basically makes arrows fly from the trees and attack the enemy. All over the map, which is, you might think, a little bit overpowered, but it's only certain trees that do it. They're nicely blended in. In fact, you will not be able to tell which trees do it. In fact, that tree right there does it, but you cannot tell that. The only reason I know is because you can't click on it, and I placed it there earlier. These trees are placed all over the map, and they fire arrows at the enemy when Nature's Wrath is activated. So, you know what? Let's do that first. We'll put Marco Polo on, and we'll demonstrate Nature's Wrath right now. Here we go. And there you go, that's every creep that's near one of these trees just got attacked by random arrows that seem to fly out of nowhere. Those arrows, of course, flew from the trees, and that is the nature of Nature's Wrath. Really cool ability. Tower Buster, we will demonstrate in just a moment. Sticky Resin we can't really show off, but defense is very simple. It increases your defense by 10 points. In fact, while we've got our defense so high, obviously the towers have incredibly high attack. We get a bit closer and we can show Tower Buster off. Now, of course, we can't show Tower Buster off. I feel like an idiot now. My apologies, guys. I can't attack these towers because I changed the data and for some reason it won't let me attack them. So that's obviously a bug which I need to fix. But basically, yes, Tower Buster makes you do more damage against towers. Sticky Resin is basically it. As I say, it will slow your opponents down as they try and run, which is really useful. The tank is really good. The only downside is that I cannot demonstrate the abilities properly because I'm only playing on my own and not with friends, unfortunately. As, well, I'm recording at 4 o'clock in the morning and no one's awake at this time. So I'm going to come out of here and show you the nuke, which is the final class, in just a moment. So, here we are with the nuke. The nukes are the Mamelukes, the Throwing Axemen, the Huskarl, and the Woad Raider. They are the nuke classes. I didn't mention which classes were the carriers or the supports. So the carriers are the Cataphract, the Jaguar Warrior, the Mangadai, the Samurai, and the Tarkan. And the supports are, of course, the Chuko Nu, the Janissary, the Conquistador, the Longbowman, the Plumed Archer, and that's about it. So basically all the ranged weak units are the support units. So anyway, we're going to have a look at the nuke now, see what powers they have. It's number 4, we've got Enrage, which causes you to lose 100 health and gain attack. You've seen that one before in the previous video.
Gonna be good.
Blood Draw is awesome. It means that when you kill an opponent, you get health back. It's nice because you can combine that with Blade Fury, which gives you a 20 radial damage, which is huge. That's 20 tiles around your hero. Whenever you attack something, all units within 20 tiles of you will take damage. The only downside is that you lose 30 AP when you activate Blade Fury, which means initially you'll only do 1 damage, but when you get towards the end of the game, and you've got about 50-60 AP, you'll do 30 damage to every unit within a 20 tile radius of you, which is pretty damn huge. They've also got a power called XP share, which is kind of just to take away from the purely offensive nature of the nuke class. The nukes, by the way, tend to get a lot more attack than any other class, but as a result get less health and less armor. The XP share basically means that you will not get experience when you kill creep, but your teammates will get experience, and they'll get more experience than you would. So you get 2 experience when you kill a creep. If you activate XP share, you get no experience, but your 2 teammates will get 2 experience each. So your team is collectively getting 2 extra resource for every single creep that you kill. Which is really useful, obviously. If your teammates are behind and you're getting ahead, you can do that and that'll really help them out. So we'll show off Blade Fury in just a sec. We've really pushed this tower quite rapidly. For some reason it has stopped attacking us, and I don't quite know why. It was attacking us before and nothing has changed. Rather strange. So I'll show Blade Fury now. There we go. Every unit is taking damage, as you can see. Okay. That's rather strange. The tower is now attacking. I must have done something in the triggers here to make this break. I will work on fixing that. For some reason I can't target the tower still. So yeah, as you saw, the Blade Fury even did a lot of damage there, but I did take a minus 30 AP hit, which cost me quite a bit. But my AP is going up pretty quickly, and Blade Fury will be really good. Now, Blood Draw is good in combination with that, because every unit you kill with Blood Draw means that you get health back, as I said. So if you activate Blade Fury and then you do Blood Draw, you could get a lot of health back very quickly just by killing those units around you using the Blade Fury area of attack bonus, which is really cool. Enrage, as we've seen before, take an HP cut to get an AP increase, and suddenly you've got a lot of AP to play with. And I think the nuke is probably one of the most fun classes to play, albeit a little bit difficult, as you are usually very easy well, it's very easy to get killed as the nuke. So that's about it. There's been a lot of other tweaks, a lot of little fixes as well. But yeah, I am so excited. It's unreal. Honestly, it's so much has improved and so much has changed with this. It's just fantastic. I'm absolutely loving it, and hopefully you guys are really excited as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and if you have any suggestions for better names for these powers, then do let me know in the comments below. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Keep your eye out for more updates with Age of Heroes. I will continue to work on this for quite some time. But yeah, as usual, I've been Zach, and I will see you next time.